Hello, this is part two of crowdsourcing. It's prepared based on the following the paper. So you can download it also from our website. Okay. The articles was published in one of very prestigious journal, computing surveys, ACM computing surveys. Quality control in crowdsourcing, a survey of quality attributes, assessment techniques, and assurance action about a year ago. For assurance, we can see the following three computational factors. Although there are very many benefits available from the crowdsourcing, still we need to take care of the following three factors. We need to make sure that. So the first one is latency. When we post the mini work, micro work on crowdsourcing, how long can we wait? Can we wait as long as they can find? That type of things is the first issue that the requester should consider. And accordingly, there is another issue, it's a monetary cost. When a solution is found, how much the requester would like to pay. All right. If there is a lot greater solution than they expected, they may spend more money, right? What if for the other case, although the requester post the micro work, but for many reasons, there may be no such solutions that they really look for. Still, do they pay? And then finally, there is a quality of answers. Part of the quality is that although all workers trusted, do we trust the workers' work, their deliverables? How do we test their work? This is more the human cybersecurity issues. All right. How can you trust them? In addition to their skills. All right. Skills, we can test it. For example, black box testing, right? BBT. Of course, there are not many robust and all-purpose testing tools available, but we could develop some of the testing tools if we are familiar with the business logics, right? If it is very hard to ensure the quality of answers, then maybe that is because of the task. Task itself is very difficult. Latency. Some crowdsourcing tasks finish faster than others. I mean, the workers' work. Each individual workers may report their work, so it affects the cost benefits. Okay, their reward. So how can we calculate these two types of the work and the factors may be resolved relatively easily, right? As opposed to quality of answer. Why quality of answer is really important? Number one, we do not know the workers because the workers, we made open calls and workers respond. There may be some backdoors injected into the codings. And also workers varies in skills and in motivations. If quality control is missing, then malicious workers can easily cause harm to the entire system. So quality, depending upon the quality, we may have different performance and different level of security. So how can we aggregate if we decompose the task into multiple micro tasks? so that each individual micro tasks we found desired solutions. But our system is to aggregate from each such small solutions to make a one big solution. So aggregation technique is also the factor. Actually, each workers follows in this way, right? Designing some of the micro tasks and building and maintaining. Similarly, the global tasks are following the same procedures: designing, building, and maintenance. Quality control, the same question to multiple workers to get consensus and assign more numbers of workers to more difficult questions. So this kind of strategies may avoid bad quality, may lead to a better quality. And when we assign tasks, if we know the workers, then we can assign the right tasks to the right workers. That is the key issue, right? So to do that, reputation is one of the things that the requester needs to consider. Which one will be assigned to whom? Okay. How do you know their reputation? Basically, among the workers group, we can, well, number one, we can build up our own the reputation. Okay. I give workers a simple, small number of the tasks, and then by receiving uh, the result of that work request, we can assess and see how well they are doing. Therefore, our own records. So there is our own records, our records, plus there is some weight, right? Weight one. And another weight two, maybe uh, from others view. Among workers, they may say, "Oh, by the way, that guy in our peer group is really good. I mean, the other guy, no, he's not good. I mean, he's lazy and he's copying someone's work. He's not really creative, and all those things maybe uh, maybe uh, provided from the peer groups. Okay, and then we summation all of this and that, right? Some peers um, the evaluation is really fair. Some others peers evaluation is not fair. Depending upon those, we have different weights, and we summation all of those. Okay, so if we think, oh, I trust my record, all right. So maybe 75%, 25% from others' view among the peer group, or you can ask from the other requester. Okay, say other means in this case peer. Another thing maybe from other request, other request reputation. So you all of those, add them, divide by some of the normalization factors. Okay, so those things is needed. The taxonomy of quality control. Um, the quality uh, here has three factors, three components, right? Quality models and quality assessment and quality assurance. The paper describes all details of this. So I'm going to give you just quick guidelines so that you can see how they describe. Quality models based on the dimensions. So you simply see what is the input, what is the output, see if it, so you need to identify the dimensions, identify the attributes, okay? So there are some data. Data could be input and output, and some of the task. So you need to evaluate the task. For example, user interface and description of task, and terms and conditions and performance. And also in this model, you need to identify the people, requester workers, and groups, right? So they are really needed. Um, so I wanted to read the papers, okay? Um, and then the other one is quality assessment, okay? Uh, for this, you have to assess the quality attributes. So what type of techniques will be used, and also methods. Uh, so for this, you may assess individuals or groups. If groups are involved, then you need to group assessment. If individual, then you need to individual assessment. So maybe there may be some referrals or some reviews, some of the credentials that needs to be taken into consideration. And then there is a computational based assessment. So not only there are some data about them, but some of the computations. So if there is any outliers, data could be outlier, okay? Is it maybe because of poorly performing workers? So a lot of outliers. Or you can get some outliers by looking at the random testing. There may be some fingerprinting assessment. In the quality assessment, you may be able to see you can trace based upon the logging of transactions, right? So all details described in the articles. And then quality assurance. So you need to see their strategies to maintain and improve the qualities, and some of the actions to ensure the qualities. What type of actions are you going to take? Okay. For example, if that is so complicated, how can you lower the complexity? Is it because of the size of a task or complexity of a task? That how can you decompose the task? And there may be some duties, I mean, ambiguities, which means the conflict of interest. Then you need to separate the duties. Designer should be separated from the implementation. Implementation should be separated from the test. If you are the same person, implement and also test, then you may miss a lot of technical gaps. So technically, you have to avoid that, right? So that type of the assurance is really needed. And in the paper, there's a quality models. If you see the page 6, And then there is a quality assurance that is on, I believe, page 10. And then there is another one for quality assurance on page 18. And then finally, I want you to see the summary of the comparison of the real examples, which is on page 26 and 27. All right. So this paper delivers so many useful and then current the information assurance on crowdsourcing. All right. This is highly recommended articles. Please take a look. All right. Thank you.